Namaste, Sharma ji. Namaste.
Good afternoon, Raghuji. How are you?
Fine, sir. It was an excellent lecture today.
Oh, thank you so much. You attended it.
Yeah. And you made a mention about alchemists.
Yes. Yes.
And the 21st century people will be knowing about Al Qaeda, not alchemists.
No, I suggest that today in your opening remarks, you should tell about it. We have our two alchemists with us today, Ms. Serap and Parveen. Yes, it looks like you are in the office. Yeah. So how is COVID situation there?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, now it is audible.
Okay.
You have beautiful office. We can see many things here, there.
Thank you.
And welcome our another friend, Gokhan, from your department.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, Gokhan.
Thank you.
So friends, if you remember that 11th, 12th, 13th, on 13th, Professor A.S.N. Chakravarti, he conducted the session on cyber security, and he told you about some sort of computer hacking. And on that day, Professor Gulshun also joined us, and she also shared her expertise with us. And today is another interesting day when Ms. Serap, she will share her experiences on a very interesting area, which is very new and technologically very advanced. And you should be aware about it because it may be the future of human beings, the biohacking. So that is very important. You know, you must have heard about computer hacking, that or the mobile hacking, how the people, they hack your system and try to steal information. But biohacking is something very unique. And in what way the human sciences, the health sciences, the biomechanics, they are moving. This is very interesting area to understand about it. So we look forward to your session, Sarap. It is going to be very interesting thing. Yes. And Raghuji, you have disappeared again. Prakat hoye jara. Yes. No, we cannot hear you.
To save this bandwidth.
No, don't save bandwidth.
Because I have joined with mobile, there is some problem while opening this video. Yesterday I faced.
Have you noted one thing? If you connect through laptop, the camera of a mobile phone is much more powerful. So the display will be better if you join through mobile rather than through laptop.
Yeah.
So you can see that the mobile technology has always, already surpassed the computing powers.
Yeah.
And where is our friend, Dr. Douglas?
He is in examination section.
He's busy with examination. I told you why to conduct examination, give degrees, pass them out.
It is the discretion of the university administration. and the day will come, definitely we will be distributing these certificates with the Professor Sharma ji.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. So I think it is time now. Maybe I request you to give the brief remarks. Then, Douglas ji is here.
Yeah, Douglas. Over to Douglas then.
And then I will introduce Dr. Sarah, then
Yeah.
continue, and then Parveen will take over.
Yeah. Dr. Douglas, over to you.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Respected Professor Ramesh Sharma ji, coordinator Professor Ragbabu sir, and today's guest speaker Professor Sarah Pisman. Madam, namaste. Welcome to Andhra University. On behalf of our department and university, we heartily invite you for this afternoon session, and we expect something wonderful from you. Thank you so much. Sir,
Dr. Parveen has also joined. Dr. Parveen.
Yeah, once he comes, then I'll just say, Parveen sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Namaste.
Sir.
Sir.
So, okay, let me have the pleasure of introducing my best friend, Ms. Serap. As you have met her earlier also, briefly. On that day, due to some technical issues, we could not have her full session. So today we are going to, but let me tell you about her academic achievements. She graduated in computer education and instructional technology from Anadolu University, and she did her master's degree in the same program. Now it is around 2 decades. So since 2002, she has been working as a lecturer in the distance education department at Open Education faculty. She works on the research and development activities and projects in the field of e-learning, content types, digital storytelling, which is very important, animations. You already saw her excellent work. She prepared that beautiful animation, introductory animation, gamification, game-based learning, instructional design, cross-cultural aspects, artificial intelligence, individual differences, and one of the very highly scientific and upcoming research area, that is human-computer interaction. And that may be the future. The way you already know that for the people suffering from heart ailments in the market, the pacemaker is already available. You know, the doctors, they will take your unwell heart, put it into the refrigerator and install an artificial heart, something like that. So similarly, the scientist there, she is working on some kind of a chip. She will open our brain and put it there and make us a better person in the future. So like that. So those of us who are naughty people, she is going to make them behave properly. Okay. She is interested in technological singularity and transhumanism. She has been studying doctorate in distance learning, and the best part is that she is the social media queen. Yes, yes, yes. Of Anadolu University Open Education System. She has been taking care of the coordination of social media as its social media coordinator and vice of the corporate communications coordinator for the Anadolu University. So it means there are many things to be shared about her, but I can keep on talking about her achievements. She won't get the chance to make her presentation. So I will stop now and will request Dr. Sarah to continue with her presentation. So thank you so much for joining us today again. I know that there were some meetings, but you adjusted time for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma, for this opportunity, and thank you all. I guess I can share screen. Yes. Hello, this is Sarapur. I'm interested in artificial intelligence, digital transformation, technological singularity, and transhumanism. I want to tell about our future with biohacking and trans. In the near people will need to use smart implants in the near future, and high performance protests and memory enhancing components and integrable products to keep pace with the technology. Which technologies? Maybe wearable products such as smartwatch, Google or Apple Glass, and technology products that health tracker are an indication of how technology will push the limits and potential of human beings in the future. And what's next? Especially under the influence of COVID-19, this future will take place much closer than most people think. Instincts like or such as health concerns, desire to live longer, and desire to stay young trigger people to be constant with search. This quest is in the frame of technology and health. Transhumanism is not in search of immortality. It's a view that defines the human who has turned into a higher level with health and technological support. Also, it is a philosophy that advocates transformation towards a quality, healthy, long-lasting person. And what's transhumanism? Transhumanism is a philosophy in which all possibilities of science and technology are mobilized for a transhuman. The possibilities of science and technology used in this transformation process of human beings are discussed under the topics of nano, bio, info, cogno. That's nanotechnology, biology, communication, and cognitive. And NBIS. So what's with biohacking? Human body and mind are developed by conducting biohacking studies for transhuman. This brings such as ethical and morality concerns, new social regulations, and security-related issues. This study focuses on the need to cyber and the digital security for transhuman. Biohacking is do-it-yourself citizen science that combines body modification with technology. It can be defined as the fact that individuals make human-machine or human-computer interaction, interconnection with their own means and resources, integrating small equipments into their bodies. And so, biohacking research. In this file, it is possible to come across more professional studies as well as the works of citizens, individuals. For example, in the field of biohacking, a group of independent scientists in California developed a drug containing a chemical called chlorine E6, used in the treatment of night blindness and some type of cancer, obtained from the eyes of fish living in areas where there is no light, in the pitch dark in the and it has revealed that it can provide to sea vision. This study injected chlorine E6 molecules in the subject's eyes in a controlled manner and provided the night vision feature for a while. It was determined that the scientist was able to distinguish people and objects in a 50-meter area, thanks to the liquid dropped on the retina of biochemistry expert Gabriel Vicina, one of the authors of the research. And another, electronic eye implant. In another study conducted by the Mayo Clinic, a 68 years old and long-sighted visually impaired person named Ellen Derrat started to see it again, even if it was pixel by pixel, thanks to a specially prepared electronic eye implant. And another research, exoskeleton. In another study conducted by the DARPA, exoskeleton studies carried about, and it's aimed to develop a special exoskeleton that will provide a superior muscular and bone system for individuals with heavy working difficulties, heavy load workers, or soldiers, just like Black Mirror. And another research that Neuralink. Neuralink can be considered as another study example in this slide. Neuralink project has been launched as a project aimed at connecting to human brain, which will be studied to provide body control, especially for paralyzed patients, has been experienced as superhuman consequences. In the device developed in the project, there are more than 3,000 electrodes, and these electrodes connected to string thinner than the hair can monitor the activity for 1,000 neurons. It is suggested that those who will use the device will have a symbiotic brain with artificial intelligence over time. The key point of this project, Elon Musk launching speech saying, those who wear this device will not take over the brains of people at once. This statement can be interpreted as that anxiety about security or hacking existed from that time on. One of the main problems for the human being transformed with genetics and computer technologies is how security systems will be held. And a chip attached to the brain can be hacked. By establishing a remote connection to a person, it will be possible to control him or her. And this is a big problem considering its consequences. The fact that the technology is integrated in the body can be controlled by means of external inventions is a matter addressed in many areas. It's possible to see the reflections of various concerns on art as well as scientific research and addresses concerns. For example, iRobot written by Asimov, or Transcendence movie, which about communicating with the lead partner support of artificial intelligence, or Exmation movie about making the artificial intelligence integrated into the robot, and or that name is Upgrade movie, and it artificial intelligence try to hacking the human. And the security problems, consequently, for systems where security issues can be addressed into two types, internally and externally. While the internally originates especially from the integrated artificial intelligence, the external ones are of human origin. And security issues are critical not only for transhuman, but also for transhuman systems. New technologies come with new security threats. I guess you watched a reflection of the concerns of how brains can be controlled to create a super soldier in Black Mirror, or how a mother can control her child's life in Black Mirror too. And the security problems is consequently for systems where information and data that can be loaded into the transmissions are stored, for systems that simulate what individuals can do with the information uploaded to them. In order to ensure the security of the virtual worlds, it is inevitable that the necessary security works should be started immediately. Security measures are also needed to protect the personal data of the transhuman digital rights, records of health information and privacy. And security measures also needed for protection of the personal data of the transhuman digital rights, records of health information and privacy risks. And it is possible to use blockchain for these measures, and I finished my presentation. Thank you this opportunity, and here is my contact addresses. And thank you for all for this opportunity, and close.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. This is really wonderful. Actually, I was noting that there are few important developments which you have shared, and particularly like NBIC, the nano bio, that. And Professor Raghu, where are you? Because there in one slide it was mentioned chlorine 6C,
Yeah,
CEC.
yeah, yeah.
Serap, he is professor of chemical engineering. He should know about chlorine. Yeah.
Nice
Yes.
to meet you.
It is so nice to
So
have you today, Dr.
me.
Sarab, social media queen, as mentioned by Dr. Professor Sharmaji. It is really
Okay.
wonderful to have you. And it is even thinking about those things is a difficult to digest all those processes that are changes that are taking place in this 21st century. And I have one doubt, one question for you. Can hypnotism can be called as a bio hypnotism? Have you heard about hypnotism?
Yes.
We won't need any chips or any devices.
Yes.
Even people can make you into trance, and they will make you to do what all the things.
I don't understand question.
Can it be called as a this what you mentioned about biohacking?
Yes.
Actually, hypnotism is psycho-hacking rather than biohacking.
I understand. Okay.
He is a nutty boy today. He's teasing us.
I understand.
Yeah. We need to put a chip in his brain.
Maybe.
Good afternoon, Dr. Sarah. Wonderful that you are dealing with this area of human biosystems and all these things. I think already some of our devices, like iPhone, almost all entering into our individual system. If you continuously start sending messages, it will only suggest the next message what to send, and it is almost all tracking all our devices. And we have these humanoids now where they are displaying nowadays. Uh, do we can we expect teachers also be replaced by this, Sarah?
Yes, very soon. In fact, one of our own Indian brother, Pranav Mistry, he is very famous for his sixth sense technology, in which he created some sensors, and if you put them on your finger and you just click them like this finger snap, then the photograph can be stored and can be projected digitally. And last year in October, because he is now working with Samsung Technologies, he had he displayed those humanoids in which doctor, lawyer, teacher, etc. You can expect them working from there. And already few years ago, those of you who are present now can make a Google search on Professor Ashok Agarwal from Georgia Tech Institute of Technology, and he created a the strange part is that they were students of computer science.
Yes, sir.
For 6 months, they studied and they could not find that their teacher is not a human person, it is a computer program. You can see the level of efficiency for that. And Professor Raghu and Dr. Douglas, I may suggest you that since it is very upcoming area, and Andhra University has also a very strong engineering department, maybe you can have some sort of collaboration with Anadolu University in this area and be a leadership in India, because at present this work is not being conducted in Indian universities.
Yes, sir.
I have not heard about it so far.
We heard of these things. in India. Only we are just reading them, reading about these things happening, coming to the classroom. And nowadays we have even this virtual seminars where on the stage people are seen like they are on the stage. Actually, they are not on the stage. Especially some this one EduTalks and all those things. They are actually showing us that they are alive before the audience, but they are not there.
Yeah, these are the holographic image. Okay, Dr. Sarah, let us thank you and so much, for joining us and sharing. This is really wonderful means presentation, which has given us the new thought to see that in what direction the humanity is going toward, and what kind of challenges we may have. Like you already indicated that news, that Elon Musk had said that, don't worry, I'm not taking control of the brain of people. So that is very important to know. Otherwise, people might be scared that Elon Musk is going to control the brain of all the people by putting those devices on the head of them. So this is very nice to have you. And we request that in future, whenever there is any chance, kindly do join with us again. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
Over to you, Professor Douglas. Now, maybe Dr. Parveen will take over.
Welcome once again, Dr. Parveen, sir. So wonderful to have you for another session. I think many of our participants are now would like to do these things, these conferences, and then generate their own certificates, create their own content there. Actually, these 2 weeks, almost all excellent sessions are there, where many people, even if they can just start, either clicking one small video for them and then trying to upload with YouTube or anything, even if they take the first step, I think all your inputs, especially from the whole team of Professor Ramesh Sharma ji, I know will certainly be enriched during these sessions. Sir, once again, we heartily welcome to Andhra University, Parveen Sharma ji, and we just hand over this time to you and over to Ramesh Sharma ji for his few comments for this session.
So we need
okay.
to design our own certificate today itself for 21 days.
And friends, before Dr. Parveen continue, I am reminded that in his one of the previous presentations, he told you about how to manage your YouTube channel. And tomorrow, I may come back again, interacting with all of you. So for that, I need your cooperation. And in that case, I want to know that who has configured your YouTube channel, because it needs 24 hours to get it activated. So kindly let me know, and that person should remain present tomorrow also. Those. So who will come forward to share their screen? The tech team will allow, if they can raise their hand and type into the chat box that their YouTube is working, so that tomorrow we will see that how we can go live on YouTube using various tools, including OBS or some other web conferencing tool for that. So maybe Kalyani ji, Rudresh, Taluru, Srinivas ji, or Vaishnavi, Yamuna, anyone, Dr. AKM Pawar, who will let us know that, or anybody who is working on computer right now, and we will ask the team to have their screen share allowed. Then we can guide that person.
Yes, sir, I can. I'll give my screen, sir. No problem.
Okay, that will be very good. Kindly share your screen and go to your Gmail account.
Yes.
And then log into YouTube. And rest of the friends, kindly see to it. And friends, let me welcome Dr. Renu among our colleagues. She is an expert on ICT, and currently she is developing some of the massive open online courses using the Government of India platform. So Renuji, welcome to the session.
Thank you, sir.
So friends, you can later on, once the courses are ready, then I suggest that you can visit her website. That will be publicized using various media channels. Then you can see that what an excellent work she has done. So Dr. Douglas, are you able to
yes, sir.
share? Okay. So friends, I was telling you that you all are going to need this, learn this thing, because the free version of Zoom doesn't allow you to have more than 100 participants. The free version of Cisco WebEx doesn't allow you to have more than 100 participants. Your Google Meet doesn't allow more than 100 participants. Keeping in view, in future, if you need to go live using maybe your webinar, maybe your conference, your seminar somewhere, know how to go live. For that, we will see how to do it tomorrow. But before to do that, you need to get your YouTube channel activated. And that activation takes 24 hours. That's why I want to do it today, so that by tomorrow, when we have our session, your YouTube channel is ready for that. So as Dr. Douglas will do, kindly take note of the steps in that.
Yes.
And these are very simple steps. I think I don't think that it will take more than 90 seconds. Yeah, you heard me right. It won't take more than that much time.
Sir, I logged into my official university account, and through
it is
which
okay. It is okay. It doesn't matter. Just go to your.
Then now I am into this YouTube.
Please share your screen first so that we can see.
Yeah, one second.
You can close any other open application which may be of, because you are dealing with examination. Please see that
sir,
all.
Yes, sir. I closed all the applications.
Yes, because it is sensitive matter, so we should not be.
1 second. I think I don't have permission to share my screen.
Chaitanya, are you hearing?
Sir, can I bring the screen if you want me? Like
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
What
Sure.
I'll do, like I'll just bring and you can guide. And I'll open a channel which is a very new channel on which I don't have anything, and the live enabled permission is not there. So
okay, that's very good.
So
in
that
that
formula
case, the
can be applied there.
Process will be same for everyone.
Yes, sir. So I'm just doing it, sir.
So you need to have your YouTube channel open and your mobile phone, because it will send a OTP, one-time password on it. So
yes,
that's
I'm
all.
just doing it. So I'm sharing the screen, and here it is. Yes, sir. This is the channel, sir. Like this is a search though, but this is the channel here.
Yes.
So this online teaching of English is there, and here I don't have that permission enabled. It's a very new channel with maybe 0 or 1 subscriber.
Yes. So friends, what you need to do, first you need to go to your, there are two ways, either directly go to youtube.com and then log in, but you need your Google account because YouTube is a Google product. So you need to log in to your Gmail account. And once you are logged in, then in the upper right corner, you will see either your photo or your name initial as your profile, which will tell that now you are in your account.
Yes, sir.
After that,
yes, sir, because I can see this.
Yes. Then what we can do is that you see there are 4 icons, and the first one is the camera icon, which will, if you click on that, it will show you 2 options: upload a video or go live. We will select go live. So friends, please keep on writing these steps, although the session is being recorded. So later on you can see the recording also, but it is a good idea that if you can keep on writing these steps. These are not lengthy steps. I told you it will hardly take 2 minutes if you know these processes. So here it says that live streaming isn't available at the moment. We need to enable it now. This is what everybody you need to do it. So kindly click on enable and then gain access. So it is asking you to verify your phone number first. Kindly click on verify, and then this window will appear, which is in your Google account. It is asking you that do you want to hear the automatic voice or you want to text. It is always better to get it text because it may be American accent, although their voice is clear. They will tell you some code 69 something something like that. So as soon as you click on it, it will ask you to type your mobile number on which that code will come. So kindly type, because India you have already selected, so here you just type your mobile number.
Mobile number I'll type, sir. So I'll just do that and I'll protect it this way. So I'm just typing the mobile number, this, and I have clicked on submit, and the moment I clicked on submit, it is sending a message.
Their message is very fast.
And the message has come.
Yeah,
it has already come.
Yeah.
So I'm opening my mobile number and then the SMS is here. So 0, this, and this. And
this is only one-time activity. It won't ask you again. So now
my account is verified.
Congratulations, your account has been verified. So this is the verification of the account only, because sometimes the system may think that you are using account of someone else, so that needs to be verified. Now what we will do, again, please click on OK. Yes.
Yes, sir. So I just came to that page. I'll come here and here.
Yeah. So again, there are 2 ways that once you do that, click on the camera icon and click on go live, because we want to go live. So, and then it will take you to this page. Here it is saying you ready in 24 hours. It takes 24 hours to activate your account for live streaming. This is only, I want you, as soon as Dr. Parveen completes its session this evening, kindly do this activity. It is simple. You have seen only 2-3 steps are there. Go log into your Gmail account, go to youtube.com. When you are in your YouTube channel, click on the camera icon. In the camera icon, select go live. And in go live, when you are there, then it will show you this enable it
button, sir.
So you need to click on enable. After that, it will take you to for verification. Another page will come in which it will say you verify. You click on verify, then it will take you to another page where you need to type your country if someone is outside India right now in this session, and type your mobile number. As soon as you type your mobile number, and please select text me the number. You can hear it also. You will receive a voice message. But sometimes if you think that there is noise in the background or something you are not able to hear, it is better to get it text, because there will be no mistake in typing it. Receive this message which is there. So it will take, and that's the process. Tomorrow we will begin from this step. So okay, Professor Douglas, over to you now. I think Parveen doesn't need any introduction, or does he?
I'll start with, sir. I'll start.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I'll start, sir. Thank you. And I'll take it forward from Dr. Serap and from all of you when you were talking about that artificial intelligence. So just a few days back in the Learning 3-1 group, an image came that, are you bothered about artificial intelligence? So the reply was, I'm not bothered about increase in artificial intelligence. I'm bothered about the decrease in real intelligence, which is in human beings. So technology is a very bad master, and all of us, when we all are going to learn something, it has been quite right when Professor Raghu Babu said this thing that we can start slowly. So there is no problem in going slow unless you are going forward. मतलब अगर आप आगे जा रहे हैं, so the speed doesn't matter. And when we are talking about the bulk information and the training which is given here in this workshop, in this FDP of 21 days, we believe your memory is going to be quite active after these sessions, that someday you will recall something and then you will start working on it. And there's nothing wrong in doing something even after 1 year if you hear it today or you listen it today. This is something that I have just opened to all of you. This is an artificial intelligence thing, so artificial intelligence content writers, and because there was a mention of AI, so I thought that I would demonstrate these, that we can give it an idea. When Professor Ashok Agrawal sir, you mentioned, I guess that was the name, na? If I'm Professor
Yes, please.
Agrawal.
Yes.
Yes. So I remember how that mention came, that the class was conducted, and
Yeah, Jill
we also
Watson.
know that Jill Watson. Yes, yes. So like there are softwares or programming languages, as I also got to know this Professor Sharma only, that there are languages or programs or softwares or apps or tools, we can just call them apps or tools, that you give them a task and they write an article which is plagiarism free, and like they can write a complete book, and you just tell them that, hey, I want to write a book on Ernest Hemingway, and this is what I want you
Praveen,
to write. Sir.
please open a new tab
Hmm.
and
When,
type
sir?
Professor Philip.
PHI?
PHIL Philip and space, and then type book algorithm, book space algorithm,
Okay, this
and
one.
press enter. I think in Philip there should be single, but let us see. Okay, the first one.
Philip Compue, I remember.
The first
Yes,
one. Okay, open it. Yes.
Technical reports.
Yeah. And just let our friends read. Say, friends,
Yes,
see
sir.
what this person has done. He wrote an algorithm, a computer program, and you will be surprised that he has over 1,100,000 books on Amazon.com. He just gives the idea to the software. Oh, अब तो 9 lakh हो गया. He has over.
Quite big, sir.
You know, this computer program within 30 minutes publishes a book of 200 pages. So you see how 9 lakh books currently on sale at Amazon.com. Oh my God.
And we are still wondering about exploring PowerPoint or MS Word. Means this is not wrong, but still it means we are on the right path, that we want to explore and like finish up with the basics. But there are so many things.
Renuji is going to like this software so that her online course can be completed as early as possible.
True, sir.
I just
so friends,
played
see,
something.
this is in front of you, that how the world is going on in terms of programming. Okay, Parveen, please go ahead.
His system only. Philip M. Parker, a marketing professor at INSEAD, the European
I'm
Institute
demonstrating
of
one
Business
more
Administration.
tool. For me, this is also artificial intelligence that way, that I won't speak. I'll simply select the text. We'll go to my, I'll say, extension that I have, and we'll click.
Philip M. Parker, a marketing professor at INSEAD, the European Institute of Business Administration, has written in
So there are
patent.
certain tools.
Actually,
That is one, sir.
Parveen, this tool is very good for online courses. That they can integrate it in their online courses, so that the special needs children, who cannot read it, they can listen to the text. So as assistive technology, this is very good.
So this is what I have demonstrated, like, because today's session also has a mention of smart tools. So that is a text to speech voice reader. So like if I go to any blog, for example, I go to a blog and I click and I press here, and then it starts reading it for me. So that is called that text to voice.
Philip M. Parker.
Wait a
Philip
second, I
M.
need to
Parker.
stop it and then erase its memory that way.
Teachers must plan professional development. Share this. Skill enhancement is an important part of teaching and learning. We have heard the education sector has become a support staff provider. Teachers have been engaged in administrative jobs and they are left with a minimum for the enhancement of their learning. With no time left for self-development, most of the potential educators are repeating their experience and have not been able to add any innovation.
What I say comes at the end of this blog, that teachers are not supposed to stop learning just because there are all these reasons and excuses and responsibilities.
Teachers must plan professional development. Share this. Skill enhancement. Smiley face.
So this
has been witnessed many
times. This is read aloud, and I'll copy and I'll paste it for you. Those who are using their desktops, laptops, they can just click and start using it if they want to. It will appear in the extension toolbar. Professor Phillips' mention has already come. This is another application that I want to present to all of you. This is an Indian-made application. This is called Utter. So this is a chat bot, and this might help assist those who are into the teaching and learning of English language, or you want to learn English language. Utter is an application which can be installed in your mobile phone. This is an application like, so what I'll do is I am just clicking here and I'm sharing the link of this blog to all of you. So here comes an answer to a query which might come into your mind about, because I just opened this blog, so there are certain limitations and I have written a few things here so you can just read. And if you are trapped in some kind of stress being a teacher, or you believe that yes, we have burden and there are certain limitations, so at the bottom of this blog there is another link which says teachers are superheroes, so you can just read that blog and it will be giving you a few more answers. So those limitations can be cured by these things, and these are certain personality traits for teachers: lifelong learning, critical thinking, empathy, credibility, consistency, forgetfulness, and forgiveness. So that sounds philosophical, but yes, forgetfulness and forgiveness are two weapons which help you live a better life. But we'll come back to this discussion later on. Right now I'm mentioning to you Utter. Utter is an application which can be installed in your mobile phones, Google Play Store primarily. And Utter has got a chatbot software app in which you can, like, you don't need to do anything. Either you'll be recording an audio or you will be pressing the ready-made messages, as Professor Douglas also mentioned this thing. So Utter is an application that I would recommend that you give it a try, the trial version first. And if you believe this is working for you as a personal coach for English, this is doing pretty well for you, then you can purchase it also. And it is not that costly. So these are certain big plans from their side. Now they are into a big business. When I purchased it and then I used it for 1 year, it was a few hundred rupees only. So Utter can be the one. Pepper Content, those who organized that podcasting competition, and I got to like be fortunate to win that award as well as the big creator. They also came up with a product that is Pepper Content IO. So that is a sort of an artificial intelligence thing in which you give it a content, so it is going to what they call spin the content, and it will create content for you, and it will give you how it is apt for blogging, so it is good for website, the reading level also. And one application which came to me from Sharma ji, this is something that is called Hemingway app. So if I put something here, this application is going to tell me the level of English which is there in a particular article. And let me copy it, and copied some text, go to Hemingway editor and then remove this and put your text. So here you can see this app is called hemingwayapp.com. So hemingwayapp.com is telling me there are 41 words and the readability is grade 9 only. Whatever I have written and posted here, it is telling me there are 3 adverbs, and they are telling me that adverbs have to go to the less number of mention. They are telling me that there are 10 uses of passive voice, so I have to cut it to 7 or fewer. So these kind of editors, or you can say platforms, help us in English. And I'm not talking about writing research papers or writing books, but I'm talking about our own communicative writing skills. So this is one more application, and you all are free to explore this. And this is one of the wonderful resources that we have got. Now I'm going to start with the plan, the actual plan. The plan is to introduce you to bulk certificate creation. For that thing, if there is anyone who's a volunteer, then perfectly fine. If not, even then, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a Google form, and I should remember from which ID I'm creating a Google form. So I'm going to use my email ID, this one. We have got another email ID which seemed logged in now, the because we have been working on a course, the podcasting course. So here I'm going to create a Google form. The Google form will collect the data from the participants. So this is details. So I'm typing something here. DTAILS for CERTIFICATE certificate. Please fill details, and then you can write so many other things. So here we are writing the word called name, and then we'll make it a short answer, and I'm making it a required. The very first thing you do for creating bulk certificates is getting the data. So there are two options. Either the data will be in an Excel sheet which is prepared by your examination branch. Your teachers have, like Professor Douglas is quite busy in the examination, so this thing is something, through this thing you can create mark lists or results also. Or we'll be doing the MS Word mail merge. There you'll be able to see that if you have got a blank format of a mark sheet in which English or social sciences and general studies, and then maybe chemistry, organic chemistry, and then some other chemistry and engineering is written, in front of that there is a blank space, and then there are total marks. So in the blank spaces, the software MS Word can click, you can click, and it will pick the marks automatically. Right now we are talking about creating certificates from a Google Sheet. I'm repeating, Google Sheet. So name is here. I will go to institution, name of the institution, and the third thing we'll ask is skills. Okay, I'll just keep it as your skills. In this, I just want you to type the things that you feel you have got to know from this workshop, this FDP, and you believe you should be certified for it. And anything that you write here will not be used in any other work other than this demonstration. So you can write anything here. Now I'm sending this Google form to all of you, and I shall expect that you're going to fill in details, because if you do not fill this form, I cannot prove to you that with a few clicks, after having the data in a Google Sheet, with a few clicks, we can generate certificates, and these certificates will go automatically to the person, and the person will believe that these emails have been written for him or her, and all the things will be picked up from the sheet and will be entered into the certificate in a very nice, very easy manner. And you just don't need to type those 700, 7,000, 10,000, 500 certificates. So those of you who have received this link, please fill this form so that I know that something is happening. So this is a Google form that I have shared with you, and I believe you will enter your details. If your details have come, yes, one response has come. It has, yes, you can write anything now. Ma'am has written it. So everything that she has written will be coming up. Now, I'm glad that two more. All these entries will be used by us to get into, to make a certificate. So there are two responses. Just let me know, because these two people are going to receive. They, okay, one more thing. Just a second. I forgot something. Just a second. What I'll do, please don't fill. I should have done it. I missed doing it. I'll just do it now. Accepting, no. One more question is required actually. I didn't collect your email ID. I mentioned it. So this is email ID for certificate. I need to have an email ID. I forgot it. So what I'll do now for this question, I'm going to keep this question as the first one. So email ID for the certificate, please do add it. What I'll do now is, just to do this thing, I'm deleting the responses, and I shall request you to fill it again. So yes, so one more. Something went wrong. What? Let me reload the page because there are no more responses. So here it is, open for you. So I'm requesting you, I'm just opening it for responses now, and I wish that you will be filling it again. Just a second, I'm opening it. Reloading the Google form, going to the responses and opening it. Now you can fill it. Dr. Renu, now again, now that might be exercise. I need an email ID also. So you are going to fill it. Now the responses. We need to have email ID and the details that we need to get into the Google form. All the details that you want. You can even collect the mobile number. There is a possibility that you have collected the feedback of the FDP in which only 4 things are there which are required to get into the certificate. All other things can be kept away and no problem at all. The sheet that is there with you should have the things you want to get into the certificate along with the email ID. All other extra details can be removed and we can use the other sheets also. Yes, thank you. Thank you for taking time and you're filling it. By the time you are all are filling it, I'll take you to another Google product that is called Google Slides, SLIDE, slides.google.com. So this is called slides.google.com, my dear friends. What it is slides.google.com. And I'll open the same. Means I'm trying to use the same account. And what we need to do to use the tool called autocorrect. It works on Google Sheets, and Google Sheets are made 2 ways. Either you convert your Microsoft Excel sheets into Google Sheets, or you collect data through a Google form. Generally in FDPs that teachers have, they collect data through Google Forms. So this is how the data is coming up. I'm really happy that you all are filling it. Now I'll go to Google Slides and I'll search for a certificate, CERTIFICATE. However, there are so many certificates, so I'll just search for a certificate and I'll use this one. Maybe I can use this one or this. Okay, we have used this. Let me do one thing. Let me give you an example. Either you can design a certificate in Canva and then you can bring it in Google Slides, or Google Slides do have certain templates. Google Slides certificates templates. So, but the templates which are there on Google Slides should be used only for Google Slides. All these are slides certificates which are I'll go to this one, docs.google. So I'll try to see. This is an award template and I'll prefer to use this one. So this is a slide. The yellow icon is the symbol of the Google slide. So I searched on internet. I found that I can use this one. So I'll use this template and it will open for me in slides. Otherwise, I can take a new slide and I can design a certificate of my own. That's also not a problem. I can like click here and then I can design the way I design in PowerPoint. I can bring pictures and I can give it a background. So that thing can be done. Like I choose a background. Suppose I choose this background. Okay, done. Here I write the word called certificate and I do this. I just make it a smaller one and then put it here. And this is another text box. I can keep it here. Now what I'm doing, I'm designing here in Google Slides, or I can use a ready-made thing which is called a template, which is there in Google Slides. So 2 things are there. You have allowed me probably to use the ready-made one because slides you already know, you have been using them, or you can upload a PowerPoint presentation and then that can be used by you. So here, this is what we are going to use, award title. So this is called a learner of the day. So this is the title of the certificate, and presented to, will write your name here, but I'll write how it is written. But what I'm doing, believing that many of us have got longer names of multiple words, 3 words, 4 words, 5 words can even be there. So the text box has to be enlarged from the right to left side so that the possible size of the text is being given by you already. As voted on by teachers number grade class. Okay, as voted by learners in the FDP, here 2021 21, and this is just the text. We can change the font also. Awarded 21, this, and AWA awarded in. So this is what we are doing, the skills. So learner of the day presented to so and so. Here I'll change it now. Learner of the day presented to maybe Parveen Kumar for his learning of what? What exactly? For my learning of what? So I'll press an enter, and now I know here that entry should come the skill. Like Renu ma'am has selected some skill. Many of you have also mentioned that you have got skills of. Okay, great. You have got so many responses. And let me go by the questions. We have second question, third question, fourth question. Great, solving mathematics. So these are your skills. So here, to so and so for his learning of so and so awarded this. Done. And awarded by AWAR. Wait. AWARD awarded by. So what I'm going to do this in awarded by, I'm going to write the name of your institution. So here I can sign PAR Parveen. This is what I have done. My dear friends, 3 entries you have given me in the Google form, except for the email ID, name, skill, and institution. So these 3 things I'm going to use here, where I'm making a certificate. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to name it first. Name it AU25MARCH. I have named this particular thing, and I'm closing this one. I'll be using this AU, and it is there in another email ID. So what I'm going to do, I need to like download it, or I have to switch over to another email ID as well. So I'm just telling you, if you have got a PowerPoint presentation, you can convert that. I'm downloading it as a PowerPoint, and let me download it. Yes, it is here. Now I'm going to my account of Google Slides with another email ID. Let me do this. I'll just open slides.google. If you have a certificate made on Google Slides, perfectly fine. If you have been given a certificate in PowerPoint, what would you do? You are going to open that thing in Google Slides, and the purpose or the way we are going to do it, let me give you this thing now. Drive. All Google products, Google Form, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Drive will be coming together to assist you. So what we are doing now, we are opening Google Drive, and we are making one folder for today in which all the certificates will be saving automatically. So the name given is AU25 March. This is Google Drive. This is the folder. So in this folder, I'm going to save. What I'm going to save, I am going to save this presentation. So drag it, and this is the presentation. But one thing, one caution has to be kept. The icon doesn't say this is a Google Slides presentation. I guess you can see this is P. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it. By double clicking, I'm going to open it. Any document, be it a Microsoft Word document, be it a Microsoft Excel document, or MS PowerPoint document, has to be converted into a Google document. How? You can see this is PPTX. So on the file thing, I go and I change it into what? That is called save as Google Slides. So save as Google Slides. The moment I click in my Google Drive, I'm going to get this thing, which is going to be something which is a Google slide. Now, I guess somebody can interrupt and tell me, have we got a Google slide document or a file here now? And we'll use that one. This is AU 25th March, yellow with a white block in between. That is a Google slide. So this one we are going to use, this one we won't use. So I can prefer to delete it. Deleted. And here is our certificate. 2 ways, either you create it and then perfectly fine, or you have it and you upload it, because when you upload it, it will not be a Google document. It has to be converted into a Google document. So both ways, your certificate is here, and we are ready to use the data that we have got. 12 responses. Now I'm not accepting the responses, or I can accept it if you want. I can keep it open, creating the sheet now. I'm creating a sheet. So create the sheet. The sheet will also be named as 25. This is AU test done. So this is the name of the sheet. Creating the Google Sheet. When I have created the Google Sheet, the Google form doesn't need to like have any other view from my side. I can come away from this Google form. This is my slide, my dear friends. This is my data: email ID for certificate, name, institution, and your skills. And this is the timestamp when the Google form was filled. So these are the names. Suppose you want to, yeah, okay, good. You are still filling. Like Vaishnavi ji have you what you have done is the V is a smaller one. So if you have got controllable data, then you can correct it. Otherwise, your recipients, your members should know it clearly that how they have written is like the way you enter the name in the Google form will be the same way in which it is going to appear to the certificate. So please do not write your names in normal running letters. Ensure that your name goes as the name. So what we have now, my friends, this is one thing. And there's one suggestion from my side. The sheet is saved in Google Drive. The slide is saved in Google Drive. I would prefer to bring both of them in the same folder in the Google Drive so that later on I can use them. That can be done later on also. But this is sheet and this is Drive folder. Okay, I'll open it here. This is Google form, sheet, Google Drive with a folder and the certificate. So what we are going to do now, we are going to do something. And before this thing, if somebody can do it live, you can also do, but in that case, you will have to have email IDs of a few people. So here, first I'll be doing this particular thing. I have to uninstall this because I should be uninstalling it and then using it. So I'm uninstalling something and you believe that you can't see it, or even if you see, you're going to forget that it was installed. I'm going to install it in front of you. This software, this application is called AutoCrat. So AutoCrat is going to help us to create bulk certificates, and these will be sent via email ID through which the sheet, the form, the certificate is being made. So this Google Sheet is in some account. And what I'm doing now, this is a Google Sheet through the Google form. I click on add-on, I click on get add-ons. So when I click on get add-ons, I find AutoCrat as one of the most popular platforms. Can you see? Generate documents box and all these 4086 ratings, my dear friends, are there. So there are so many people using it. This is a Google Sheets add-on. I am repeating, on Google Sheets it will be installing. When you are installing, it will ask you for certain permissions to use the data, to use certain things. So what I'm doing now, let me, yes, I'll be doing it. I am required to sign in, and because I am going to sign in, only then it is going to accept that my Google Drive, my Gmail, my Google Sheet, everything has got integrated. Because I have got multiple email IDs logged in the same Chrome browser. That is why it is asking me to confirm. For you, if one email ID is there, it will simply go on and it will display this page. What I did, the moment I installed it, by the button called add-on in Google Sheets, it shows this page, and I say I allow you to use my Google Drive certificate and my sheets and create some certificate. Add-on done. So what happened, my dear friends? You give me the data, you can keep on giving the data, not a problem. I click on add-on and I find AutoCrat here. You won't find it because you have to go to get add-ons and install it. So I click here and I'll open it. When I'm going to open it, it will show me this particular thing. Okay, drive refused to connect. I'll do that. Now, before this thing, let me show you another formula to sign out from other email IDs. Control Shift N. This is very tricky. You need to have one email ID only. So I'll do it for you right now. Teacher Perv. Now this is the password. And I'll bring all those things here. This is my sheet. And yeah, the moment you log in and the moment you give permission to some other things, Google is going to give you a warning. And that's what we do. So I'm just getting the data in a new one and I'll make the certificate. So this is the Google form and the drive is already open. So here it is. This is drive. It is here. And in the drive, we have this. So my dear friends, there is a rule that there are certain symbols, this is not that yo feeling or a victory feeling, larger than and smaller than, if you remember, which are the commands just after the M letter or just before the question mark that we type. So these two marks are required to make this thing accept the data from the sheet. So now here it is in the sheet. What is the heading? Email ID for the certificate is the word. So I'm going to copy it. What I copied, email ID for certificate, and I come to certificate. Do we need to add email ID to the certificate? I would say no. So I'll come back and say need to add name. So I'll copy the name. What is this? NAME, capital letters. Here in the name, what I'm going to do, two times, and then paste that NAME, and then two again. So close and open, because the font is not proper. So I go here, I type the font as 20. Now, do you want me to increase the font? And which type of font you want me to bring? I can bring that easily. Like we want this one. So we want it bold. We want to give it a color. So we can give it a color also. Is that fine? But these two symbols, two on this side, two on this side, are required. If somebody can
See on
unmute.
screen.
Sir, sheet is not visible.
Yeah, we couldn't see in the
Okay. Okay, just a second, sir. Yes, got it. I need to share this one also. So it is coming up now. And please interrupt immediately. Now it is coming. Yes, the another browser didn't appear. So here it is. I guess you can see it now.
Hanji, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Done, sir. And ma'am, you and sir, those who have like assisted now, just be ready to interrupt again and again now. It's completely like try to
Sure.
break that virtual log jam. So this is sheet in which I have the data. The spelling is NAME, and all these letters are capital letters. So here the NAME has to go in the capital letters. I can select it. I can go to the font size. I can increase it. I can decide the color. This is Google Slides, my dear friend. This is not PowerPoint. So I can change the font of presented to also. I can give it boldness. Name is there, but these two brackets are required: larger than, smaller than ones, like the mathematical ones that we've been using. But the term that you want to have here is the name, but the heading in the data is name. So it is going to fetch. What is fetch is, you are giving this slide the autocorrect formula of sniffing, like the dogs which are used by the army or the police, they give them that smell. The training is that, and then the dogs are going to search for that object, or that maybe the weapon, the bomb is required to be traced. So how that is done, we give it a formula. So the formula is the term which is the heading of the data that you want to bring to that particular place in the certificate. That term has to come in these two symbols. So here one is done for his learning of. So what is that word? Your skills. So I'll just copy it from here, come here, we'll do this and this, we'll paste that your skills, and this and this. But now there is a irregularity of font. So I'll simply do this. We'll select a particular size of font, maybe 14 will be fine. And we'll just go and select a font like this one. So now your skills is there, but I want, sir.
And you can make one more change in this for his learning. Instead of his, you can make their. That will make it gender neutral.
Yes. Otherwise,
it is allowed in English language to use their, means as a plural.
Done, sir.
For a single person also.
Done, sir. Otherwise, if this thing has got, like, if you have already given them some option to select his or her pronoun for them, so that can also be picked up, sir. But we won't go to that complication for now, but we are making it gender neutral. The certificate has been made gender neutral, 15 entries have come, and this is here. So your skills, but again, two you can say signs, awarded by. I go here, institution, copy, come here, the two, this, and then this. So they bring it, institution is there, and then I'll give it a font. But there is a fix here, there's a trap here. The trap is, there is a possibility that your institution might have a bigger name. So what I shall advise is awarded by, press and enter so that you give it a bigger space. So here I am giving some more space to the institution and dragging this thing, enlarging this box to the end, so that if the name of the institution is bigger, it will appear here, but the font size has been kept quite okay. So the details have been added. If you have got, if you have
Sir,
any query,
awarded, I'm sorry, sir, awarded by to one institution ही होगा ना? Awarded by only one institution, na? For
agreed.
example,
But if you,
Ambedkar University
yes,
only.
yes. But if you suppose you have got a college, I guess Vidya Jyoti, na?
हाँ जी.
Done. And if yours is Vidya Jyoti, we have got Andhra University, we have got Ambedkar University. So what I have tricked here is you will be making certificates which will have the institution name for which you are working.
By,
Yes.
but it is by means they are awarding.
But this is a dummy.
Okay,
Your
okay.
institution is awarding you. So I
Fine,
can
sir.
change it. Like if you want me, this is host, and this is ANDHRAUNIVERSITI. Done. And what I'm doing now in this sheet is all these columns have got Andhra University now. And so what I'm doing now is like what I did. This is a nice like assistance that you gave me. I'm tricking it, the certificate now. Awarded by so and so. At the bottom, I'll write awarded by an institution. You gave me the name, and I'll add one text box, and I'll do it here. I'll say hosted by, and here, what is the word if somebody remembers? HOST. So here, done, HOST, and clip. So closed, but extended. So ma'am, I guess you have got the idea that what will come in the host? What should come in the host? Andhra University. What should come
Yes.
in the your skills, all the skills you have entered? What will come in awarded by the institution? Means this is just a demo that your institution is awarding you. So law department,
Done.
Andhra University is there. Done, sir. So
Thank
what
you,
we are
sir.
going to do now, no problem, ma'am. So this is done. I can insert images of signatures also if you want. I can like do this thing. I can go here, upload from computer, and we'll go to my data folder number 5, find the signatures, and then the signatures come, and this is minimized, drag them here, and here are the certificates. But my dear friend, this is learner of the day, your skills awarded by so and so, and this is here. All the things that you, the sheet is getting this data, but if you want some other thing, for example, if I say CERTIFIC certificate ID, this is 2021, and then I can like what I'll do is I'll just make it AU1, and then it is AU2. Do we have the option to like do this here? Yes. So I have given a certificate ID also, and on this certificate I can add a certificate ID text box as well. So here I'll write certificate ID, CERTIFICAT certificate ID, and I have to do this with this, and here it is, ma'am. So is it fine? I guess you all have got to know. I can make changes in the sheet, so I'm making them. I can do the text central, means I can justify the text. I can do it the alignment. So what I'm deciding that everything should be aligned to the center, so that things will come up and they will adjust themselves at the center. So this is happening for us, and the certificate is ready. What is ready? The Google Sheet is ready. What is ready? The folder is ready in which the data will come. What is ready? The Google form has already got us the data. It has done its work, and the certificate is ready with the tags. The word is tags. The term is TAGS, 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 tags. So what we have done is these are tags. So remember them. Have you added the tags in the certificates, the tags which are there in the sheet? So the sheet has got headings, the column headings. All the headings will turn into tags for the certificate, so that autocrat cat can do the sniffer, the martial dog thing, that it will go and will sniff, will sense that okay, they want name. It will take its handle to the data, and then will pick up, okay, under the name, okay, this one, bring it, add it here. So this is what it is going to do. We go to sheet, we go to add-on, we go to AutoCAD because we have installed it. You can make a certificate, you can edit your sheet before installing it, not a problem. But now I'm opening it. I'm opening it. Please remember, your browser must have one email ID logged in. If multiple email IDs are logged in, AutoCAD will by default have an issue कि बाबा परवीन कुमार पे जाना है कि टीचर पर्व पे जाना है. So what happens is steps are add-on, AutoCAD, open. The backup is ready with a certificate, Google Drive folder and everything because it's going to ask. The first thing is AutoCAD runs and it shows new job, new job. Let me give it a name. The name will be 25th AU demo, or we can say certificates, certificates, and then I'll click on next. It says, Mr. Praveen, from where you want to bring the certificate. So I'll say I want to bring it from the Google Drive. It says, are these the certificates you want to use? I'll say no, I have designed a different one which has a name called AU25 March. So take me to the drive. And then the drive has a folder, if you remember, and the folder has the certificate. And where is the certificate? Here is the certificate, and I select it. The certificate has been selected by me, and now it is saying tags fetching failed. Make sure to type all the texts and don't copy paste them. Means I copy pasted them with the space. So what I'll prefer to do now, name is fine, your skills, I'll just type it YOURSKILLS, your skills, institution, INSTITUTION. It means we should not be copying it. That is an error. And when I'll be sharing with you the tutorial in which we have covered certificate ID I have typed, I guess now it will not show that error to us. Wait a second. I'll just come back to AutoCAD and we'll say we have corrected. We have to type the headings. So generally what we used to do is after collecting the data, we will change the headings. Email ID for certificate will be changed into email ID only. So let me see whether we are able to find it now. 25. Yes, now it is done. So the moment I have done this, my dear friends, what I do, add on, AutoCAD, open, AutoCAD opens, start the new job, click, 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 and type all the tags rather than copying them from the headings, or you paste them as normal text. I pasted them with the source formatting. So here, this is 25 AU and next. Selected AU25 March. I'll say use it. Yes. Now it is fetching tags from the template. The template is that one. What is this? फिर से गड़बड़ किया. Just a second, Mr. Technology.
I think host was also typed or pasted.
Haan, sir. I'll just do it now. Host. Done. This is 12 HOST. Done. And I'll match it with the data also. Exact hai. There's another thing, sir. I'm using the same rather than selecting. So I'll select this time. I'll go to drive and I'll select it. Next, I'll go to drive. I'll select the one which has recently been saved. So I'll just select this one and then I'll say next. Fetching tags. Name. I'll do this fresh. The small thing was I should have pasted it as the plain text rather than doing it that way. Abhi karta hun ji. Done. So INSTITU institution closed. Done, sir. Now a few seconds ago. So new job 25. Now it is saying that you have done it correct. I'll start again. Okay, 2 more entries have come and we'll do Andhra University or the ID entry for them later on also. New job. And friends, it's not problematic. It's me who's missing out on something. So it's quite an easy one that we have been using, because when the video tutorial will be coming up to you, then you'll be able to find it properly. Sir, nahi ho raha hai. I'll just do it. I'll do this now. I'm closing the form responses so that I can do it my way. Email, name, institution, your skills. I will make the word skills here. What I'm doing, I'm changing the headings. This is ID so that no error happens. Host, skills, institution, name, email. Come back to the certificate.
It is better to keep everything in lowercase, that typing mistake
No
doesn't
error will
happen.
happen. Right, sir. So I'll just do it. अभी एक बार को इसको कर दूं. Done. So this is only one word. Yes, you are right, sir. Skills, institution, and host. मेरे institution was typed recently. So this is institution, skills, host, ID, name, email. So email we are going to use later on, but let me try it again now. First, I'll refresh it and I'll open the add-on. Wait, let it load. Yes. एक second और come open. Because when it works well, it's a treat. And I remember we have sent more than 700 certificates depending on the email capacity that you have. So if your email ID allows more than those many certificates, means if your email has the permission to send 500 emails, then you can send 500 emails. So selected, fetching tags from the template, and then next, and here it is. So if it is able to fetch the tags correctly, now it is just asking you to match the tags. My dear friends, skills in place of the tags skills, what do you want? Skills from the sheet, and here is the sheet which is open. I'll say correct. Or you want to you can even make this tricky teasing change that in place of skills name will appear, but for us skills. The drop down has all the columns which are there in the sheet, and the tags are visible in the tag symbols. So this comes this as the second one, means the third one though. After naming it, you name it, you select the template, and the moment you select it and click next, it is going to match the tags with the data. It is being matched, so you click next. Now what is the name of the file? The file that you will receive should not come as a certificate by AU or certificate only. It should come as, I would appreciate if I'm getting a certificate, it should come as a name. So can you help me out? The name is this one. This is 12NAME, and this is the name. What we are doing now, the name of the file will also be given by autocrat, and the name of the file will be the name of the person. But we can do this thing here, and it is CERTIFICATE, certificate. So certificate, then again underscore, and 2021 again underscore AU. This is what we have done. But in place of the name tag, your name will appear, so that will come. But if you feel that, Praveen, you are asking us to type it again and again, is there a shortcut? I would say yes. On this side, the blue bar says all the tags are ready to be copied. You can copy the tags, and these tags, like I can copy this ID. Here in place of AU, I'm pasting this ID. So the certificate will have this ID also. Do you want to send a PDF or a Google slide? Sir, should I send a Google slide or a PDF as a certificate? Which one is better? Which should be the thing that which should
PDF.
PDF. So I selected the PDF as fourth one. I gave it name in the fourth step, and I selected the PDF, and I click on next. Here, do you want to save all the things in a particular folder? I would say yes, my folder is ready because I have already named it. Otherwise, all the certificates, be it 50 or 500, will be thrown to your Google Drive. So that is a very, 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 very tough thing. So I select this one and will just verify that is it my folder? Yes, it has selected. Why this has come? Because I selected my slide, my certificate template from this folder. Next. Optional, and optional should be skipped for now because these are certain, not complex, but very important thing that we don't use these days. So next and next, share a document. Do you want to send the file? Do you want to send the PDF to them? You can say yes, yes, or no. Yes. These are two things now. If you say no, all these certificates, let me silence the phone. If you know that you don't want to send these certificates, you just want to create a bulk certificate folder and then the Google Drive link you want to give, then keep it on no. All the certificates will be created in the Google Drive folder, and later on you can share the link of the folder and then they can download it. That is one thing. However, every certificate will have the name of the person and the ID that you have just set. But if you want to drop it by email, click on yes. And the moment you click on yes, it says you can type the email ID, CC, BCC, reply to, and type in the subject. What is there in the subject? Subject is CERTIFICATE, certificate for. Go here, copy it, and then paste it. Name, certificate for this and this. And then I'll say from, and go to the institution and copy it and paste it. These tags. So dear, and go to the name, dear so and so, we are glad that you participated from, let me go back and click on institution, from this in the FDP HOST hosted by. Go here. Of course, host is same. If it is even different, then it will pick different. This, you are welcome to, what is this? Attend more events like this soon. And any other thing, we'll say timestamp. Timestamp. I'll say you filled the form at timestamp. Regards. If there is a need that there are different hosts or there are different people who are going to send certain things, then we can change the people. Even mentor-mentee email certificates can be sent. So fill the form. So this spelling has to be corrected. Format. I have typed the text of the email in which I have used the tags here, email. So I'm going to copy the email and will paste it here. So what I have done in step number 8, because I had already decided share a doc and PDF, and I have entered email, I have entered email ID of the person. I can make it a CC to me. I can make it teacher parv@gmail.com. However, all the emails, my dear friends, all the emails that will go will be there in the sent item, and all the emails which are being sent will be going with an attachment, and all the attachments which are coming to you and me will be saved in the sender's Google Drive in the folder that we have made. So done. Next. Run from a trigger. No. No means you are going to click that send it and then it will be sent. What is the problem here? If because suppose I have closed the responses, I keep it open. If I keep the responses open, what will happen? And if you select this particular thing here as yes, nobody needs to wait for your sending of certificate. Autocrat is going to start sending it automatically. So that is wrong. Otherwise, any Praveen Kumar Sharma and the Praveen Superstar and the Superman Praveen can generate a certificate. So it is better that it remains in your control to issue the degrees. We already had a mention of issuing degrees. So I'm going to save it. What I have saved it is a job. So I have saved a job and I'll revise it for you. It is a job now. And if you see a play button, that is the magical button that I'm going to click and you will start getting the emails. And I will also start getting emails here. So what I'm going to do now, okay, you already have your feedback link and I'm just going to revise it for you. What we have done, we have got a Google form, or we have got a Google sheet, or we can do one more thing, my dear friends. We can open what we can open. We can open Excel sheets and we can save them as Google Sheets and we can run Autocrat on Google Sheets. It is not compulsory to collect data through Google Forms. If you already have Google Sheets saved with you, then you can use it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just click on this button and we'll start sending the data. So why it is telling me that we can't run it? Just a second, I'll find out. And meanwhile, you can fill the feedback form or the attendance form which has just come to you. Let me open it and then run it. Autocrat, open. This is our drive. This is our slide, and this is Autocrat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is run the job? But why not the job? Manage the triggers. Just a second. Time triggers, form triggers. Okay, form triggers enabled. In order to enable triggers for your job, you must go through your job directly. Yes, a trigger must be enabled before it can be turned on for a job. Enabling triggers will enable time triggers. Okay, so I am enabling it and just finding out what exactly has happened. No, that is not there. Then again, I shall disable it and then save it and find out why it is not running then. I should solicit that assistance from Dr. Sharma to find out where exactly we are missing something. Done. Next, we have it. Currently selected template. Yes. Okay, my dear friends. Skills, my dear friends, skills. Your skills, and why this has happened, let me tell you. I did that wrong thing. The moment I opened the Google form, somebody filled the Google form, and the moment the Google form was filled, Google form came to its basic structure of your skills. So done now. Done. Saved. You can skip this error. So multiple errors from my side, these two ones. Done and run. Done and run. So that's rhyming, and merge sequence started. Done. Let me show you the proof. The proof is here. The moment a certificate is created, it will appear here and it will land in your email box also, and you can just let me know the moment you get it. So I'll also get these things in my own email account. Form closed, slide can be closed, and Google form. Renuji, your certificate is ready, and just let us know by unmuting yourself if you get the certificate. However, we can also know this. There are only 25. So we can see document successfully created. First, the document gets created. Second, the document gets merged with the email. And the third is the person is going to get the email. Renuji, just let us know the moment it comes to your email box. I'll just check it out in my sent item also, because it will appear in sent item after a while. But first it will come to you. I'll just wait for inbox. So I've got 138 unread ones, and let me see. So these certificates, 7 of 17 documents merged are coming to you. Let's see. Some of you might have an empty or a blank space in place of host and ID, because you filled the form later and then we completed that entry. So that entry could have been in front. And all the certificates that have come, you can see, if I open one of the certificates, here it is, Dr. Raghu Babu certificate. So this is how it is, the arrangement which is there. And I'm humbled that I have signed it just as a demo, so I can't certify any of you. You all are great learners. Dr. Yamuna, this is your certificate. If the arrangement is done that way, like the ID is there, so you can see that ID has been replaced. So that ID could have been the heading also. And this Google Drive folder is having all the certificates. So I'm waiting for someone to just tell me that you have got the email. Or first it will create the batch of those 25 certificates, and then it will start dropping the emails. Because I can see manually run invalid email. Whose email it is invalid? So
sir, I guess it's mine because I didn't type one number there.
So what I can do now is we'll shift to another tool, and then I'll send these certificates to you. And I'll just do one thing. एक trick है मेरे पास. I have this. Let me play something for you. And Dr. Sharma, I'm playing the tutorial to prove or to substantiate or to justify happily that it's not that big deal.
Okay.
When we failed, we generally don't fail in AutoCAD. So I'm playing
Yeah,
this.
sure. Sure.
Yes, sir. It's a 5 minutes and 6 seconds thing, my dear friends, and you'll love it. Just watched a smaller one, AutoCAD or AutoCAD. Yes, we had this one. I'm sharing it. I learned it that we should be sharing this link by clicking on share. It's a smaller one and a more accurate one to share. So this is the link, and I'll just introduce you to something else as well. And I'll play that tutorial video and just let me know like if you okay, I'll do this thing. Merge documents. Done. I'll ensure that we all get to send these to all of you. Yes. teaching is the skill, and add on autocrat, open, and let me try to drop the emails, because I wish that you all get the emails. And if ma'am's email ID, if you've forgotten something, just let me know which one was the one that I need to correct. 1, 2, 3. This one, this one, this one, this one. Yes, one has something. There's a space after a dot. Yes, that's correct now. All are ready. So the autocrat is going to drop these to you. And I'll share with you another feature of MS Word now, which will help you create mark sheets, or will help you create certain, what we call them, report cards. And meanwhile, MS Word opens. I'm running the job again after deleting those entries, and I'm expecting that now the email might reach you. And that might is because sometimes, like the way you feel or I feel, that some links don't work sometimes, but it will work now. So it will, let me see, email again, invalid email. My God, I have been doing another thing. So it will come to you. And the delivery of the email, my dear friends, depends on, like sometimes when we do it, the delivery of the email depends on what we say, the timing, the server speed as well, or the internet as well. When autocrat is running, internet has to be on. When autocrat is running, this screen can be left running, and then it is quite easy. I'll prefer doing this particular thing from my side. I'll prefer not to send a CC to me. All these things are matched, I guess. Yes, these are, but there is one thing that should be changing. I'm going to remove that CC to me because there is something. Yes. So Mr. Parveen Kumar, we don't want you to receive it. Saved. And it is saving the job. But what I'm going to do this one, and then this, and MS Word. In MS Word, we have got a feature. A feature is called mail merge. So the feature is mail merge. So what I'm doing now, saving the time frame as well, I'm bringing to you to a short presentation of a video, which will enable that particular thing, and we'll be able to see how it works. Manually run by so and so, so and so. So let this work, and the certificates might come. These are the certificates which have got created, you can see, and these could have been created any way we have been making them. So what I'll do now, I'm bringing you to another feature, another thing in Microsoft Word. This is MS Word, and what I'm doing now is I'll say this. Oh, I'll write a letter. It would be better. That is March 252021 2. Generally we don't write 2 now. This is left blank. This one is left blank, and then I'll add here, maybe I can add here this one as parent name, and then do this, and then I'll say city, okay, to CITY. This, we wish to inform you that your child has scored well in the subject of entry 1. So this is how it goes. Means we are going to put these tags here this way. So what will happen is the data that we have will be coming up here from teacher 1 and, or grade, we can call it many times, grade this and this. So what will happen, the mailings, the word is called mailing. In the mailing thing, when I go home, insert design, when I go to the mailing thing, I find start mail merge. I click on start mail merge, and then I'm going to create that particular thing, but I need to have the recipients list, we call it. So I click on it and I say use an existing list. What I do, I can start it. I'll click on mailings. I go to select recipients and say use an existing list. clicked. Now you need to have an Excel sheet. What do you need to have? You need to have an Excel sheet. So suppose I create an Excel sheet here and I give it a name like this is Excel sheet. I keep it like this one. And what are the things we require? We require a subject name. And do we have a teacher, grade? Okay, this is GRADE. A new keyboard always troubles you that way. Parent name, city, teacher, and grade.
We can download that Google spreadsheet and use those fields.
Yes, we can, sir. अभी मैं बना ही देता हूँ नहीं तो इसमें. I'll say this is teacher 1, parent. Okay, yes, it will take time that way. City, SUBJECT. Yes, it is. Parent name, city, teacher 1, and grade. So teacher 1, city, subject, grade, parent name. So if I say here like teacher 1 is Parveen and then city is Kurukshetra, subject is English, grade is A, parent is again my full name that way. So these are the entries which are there. So what will happen is teacher 1, city, subject, grade are the entries and these are the column headings as you can see. So these are the column headings and these are the grades or the data. So I've saved it. I can close it. I can go to my select use existing data, go to desktop, find out. And the moment I do it, it is running. So it says, because there are multiple sheets in an Excel sheet, workbook we call it. So I'm taking sheet 1. So this is the sheet 1, my dear friends. It could have been named as grade 1, grade 2, but this is sheet 1. So I click on sheet 1, selected and OK. The moment I do it, now it is important here. I have typed it just as a reference. You can skip typing parent name, but मुझे निशान नहीं करनी थी. I just wanted to create those markups here. So what I'll do now is I'm going to select it. We'll go to what is this? Select an entry. We call it insert merge field. What we do? What should be inserted here, my dear friends, from the sheet? Let me clarify this thing to you now. I'm just deleting these entries because now we remember. Now you and I remember where what will come. So 2, what will come here in place just below 2? That is teacher's name or parent name? Yes, please. Parent name, parent name. What will come here? Insert merge field, city. We wish to inform you that your child has scored well in the subject of. Insert merge field, subject. From whom it is going? Teacher 1. So all these are again those brackets, but we are just dropping these things from here. Mailings, go to select recipients, use existing list that you have, and it is here. There's a possibility that I can insert a table of maybe this size, and I can do here SUBJECT subjects ENG, that is SCI, and here I can say grades. I can put it here something else, for example, that way. So in the grades, in front of the grades, what I'll do, I'll go to mailings, insert grade, done. Whatever grade is there in the column, grade, done. But I cannot update that list now because it will be tough for me. So I'm just adding here parent name, but in actual, what will come here will be the entry which is there. So 2 entries done. Any font or color that you give here, any font or color that you give here will be coming up as the actual font. So I can give it a try by giving it red, and this is here. So what I'll do now, I go to mailings, I have given it tags, and when I have given it tags, I can just click on finish and merge or kind of show you the results. So let me show you the results, preview the results. It changes, my dear friends. Preview the results now because there is only one entry, so it is showing 1. So you can see nothing, and then you see preview the results, done. So I can say finish and merge. I can print, I can send, or I can edit individual documents. So I'll simply click on print the documents, all the documents. I'll say yes, and I click here. For now, I'll select the PDF thing, print to PDF, and I'll do this one. So this is for 1 and a PDF is being coming up. So it's saved. And when the PDF is generated, we will be able to see that the results have come in, like it picks up the results. So this way we can create a complete report card. The signatures can also be picked up that way, that it will bring up those things from Excel sheet. And the short version of it is here. So I'm just demonstrating that thing, finding out where is MS Word. Yeah, here it is, mail merge. So I'm just bringing the musical one for you now. And you can watch it not complete, but a smaller segment of it. Hello everyone, welcome to Uniskill's Smart Mail Merge feature, which is available in Microsoft Word, and we can make certificates in bulk, or we can make bulk emails. Now this bulk doesn't mean that we are careless. It means that we can customize our communication, be it our emails, or this is our letters to be printed or to be sent as attachments, or we can make certificates in bulk. Now making certificates in bulk is a real concern these days. Apart from the autocrat that can be used on Google Sheets, like we apply it on Google Sheets, and a certificate which is there in Google Slides or Google Docs can be sent customized, like their names, and people will be receiving it, and without getting to know that it has been sent to others also, their name and everything will be there as you want it automatically. So that one is used. That video is also there. You can watch it on our channel. Today we are talking about Microsoft Word mailing and mail merge feature. So this is the certificate that you can see we have designed. In this certificate we need to have I'm just doing one thing. I'm sharing this link with Professor Sharma. Sir, I'm getting this break in internet, like it was, I'm shifting from the phone to the Wi-Fi now. So can you play this from your screen? Will be a great help. This small one and the concluding view, it will start from the same point where we have just stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, you can play this. I have shared the link and I have got the minutes there also. Like it will start from the same.
Which date it is being awarded, and this is the grade earned by the recipients. This is one certificate which is required to be made for maybe 40, 50, 1000, 10,000 people. So what we'll be doing is we have prepared this data, or we have this data through Google Form. Anyway, this is a Microsoft Excel sheet. In this sheet we have got the date line, name, initials, teaching subject of the person, grade, expertise, email ID, city and state, and mentors. Mentors means the people who are going to sign the certificate. So first we are working on how to make a certificate using mailings and the mail merge feature in Microsoft Word. So the very first thing that we need to do, we need to have this data ready, because after all this data is going to get there with a few clicks, or we can say single click for single person. Now this is the certificate. Here we need to have the name. So very first thing we'll do in Microsoft Word 2013 and beyond, 2010 is also having this. This is an old feature actually of Microsoft Word. So we go to mailings, we go to select recipients, and when we go to select recipients, we know that we don't need to type a list, because otherwise we can type a list and that list can have these insertions, but we are going the way these days we need to do it. So we go to select recipients, we go to use an existing list, and this is going to make us browse for the source. So we go to that particular folder, and in that folder we are going to get the sheet. So this is the sheet which is going to be integrated with it. Now it has 3 sheets in that spreadsheet, in the document. So which one is having your responses? So this is the one, form responses, not sheet 1 and 2. So what we'll do, we are going to select this one, and we'll allow mailings, mail merge, Microsoft Word to fetch the data. Now you see this particular thing which was inactive, which was gray, has turned active now. So we click on edit recipient lists, or we can click on this one to upload, and this one can be the editing, but we know that we have got the correct thing. So we simply go to insert merge field. Now first of all, we did select recipients and use an existing list. We uploaded the data, we attached the sheet to the mailings mail merge feature. Now we go to insert. Here what do you want? Now these are the things which are the columns, which are the headings. Here you can see all these headings from the first row. Remember, this first row has to be filled in because the mail merge is going to pick up those things. So now here we need the name, so we go to insert merge field and we click on name. Now you see this name is in a particular font and a particular size. So this is this one. If I want to change the font, I can change the font here, and you know that this particular font that we are changing will be the font on all the certificates. So this is a thing that we all need to keep in mind, that we can customize. Now this is the size. We can decrease the size to some ideal 24 or 22, which looks good. Now after this name, you see expertise certified. So we just press one enter to get it at the bottom of the line. Now an expertise is required to be certified. So we again go to mailings, we go to merge field. So here we want to type expertise. So expertise will come here, will be fetched. Now grades earned. So we say insert and then grade. So all those things which are there here are not required in this certificate, but we can have the date here. So in this date we have got a text box here, and there's no outline to the text box, so it doesn't appear as a box. So we go to the date line. So here is the date line which is here. Now if it is required that you want to have a different color here, you can simply select this tag and you can give it a color. Suppose we give it a red color, and the expertise is also given red color, and here it is. Now after doing all this, we can just click on, means we need to be on the mailings, we can click on finish and merge, or we can click on preview results. So here we are clicking on preview results. So this is certificate number 1, and let's show you the sheet. We can see this is we haven't added the mentor actually, so we have got expertise, mail merge in MS Word, grade is excellent, and here is the name. So here it is, and if you want that we can have the initials here also. So we go here, we go to insert merge field and we go to initials. Now we can have one space between these initials, and here it is. So the heading of the Excel sheet and the heading that you bring here has to be equal because we are bringing it has to be same. So here it is. This is Mr. So and so, and grade is excellent and expertise is certified. Suppose you are going to have something else here, like you want to have mentor, and then this particular thing has to be removed, and here in place of that what you will have is you will have another field which is the mentor one. So if a mentor is here and expertise is here, so you can see this now. So the mentors have changed. Now from here you can move on to the next ones, and one by one you can see even Hindi, anything which is there in the columns is going to come up from here. And you can't update things here now, because if you update things here, the already fetched data is not going to change. So you can click on finish and merge and then print the documents. What we used to do, like what I do as a shortcut is I'll say print all, but I'm going to save it as a PDF. So if I save it as a PDF, and after that I can separate them as a separate PDFs and documents and images and everything. So here it is about making a certificate. Now we'll move on to make a letter, a mail. So we can save it as a Microsoft print to PDF, and then this PDF is generated, and then we can take a printout of it, or we can like convert it into images and send it to individuals, or we can, when we are printing it, we can actually start from this document to that document, or we can make a separate PDF or document. Now understand this send email messages. If you have got Outlook configured, then this feature can be used, and this is how mailings and mail merge is being used around the world, that it is integrated. It helps you sending emails through your Microsoft Outlook in bulk, and these communication certificates also. So now we have this letter. This letter is going to be customized. Here we need to have something. Now the same process, and we are going to do it very quick. We have already written the letter, and these are the places. We have just marked these stars to understand that we need to put things here. Otherwise, when you're writing a letter, you know it perfectly that you need to insert something here. and customizing things. So we go to mailings, we go to see, now there's nothing being merged here. So we go to select recipients and use an existing list, and we go to the same Excel sheet. If you see, we go to the same, and then we are going to bring that for us. So we search it, and then we go to that one, we upload it, and then we are going to fetch the details from the form responses. Like we asked people to fill a Google form, so that is the data we are using. After customizing it, we can change
So
the
we
headings.
can like pause for a while.
The question is 7 words. After getting the data in the Excel sheet, it is possible for you to change it. Like your teaching subject can be changed into subject only.
You said something?
Hanji, Hanji.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking at the video, so did not hear. Okay, please go ahead.
So, like what I would say is we can. Hanji. So what I have done is I have shared 2 links, and if friends have got the emails, they can just let me know that yes, they have got the emails as well. Because I believe it was going from my side now. One person has got, so others might be getting it in a short while, not much.
Have you got a CC in your mail?
No, I avoided doing it. I have start getting the things in the sent email, sir.
Sent item. Okay, you can share your screen. Yeah, Dr.
I'm just doing it, sir.
Srinivas says that he got it. Dr. Vasanta says got it.
Yes, even I have also got it because I entered my email ID as the last one. So, and how I did was that while it was sending the certificates, I opened that thing and then I added it. So these are the things that they have got. I edited the certificate ID in these things because my email ID was the last one. So Dr. Sharma, I learned it that way. Like when we were sending those certificates, after every 100 certificates, we would put our email ID so that we also get to know that 100 certificates have been sent.
Yes,
demo email ID.
Tracker
Yeah.
is very helpful.
So that's what we did. This is the thing that I have got, and I'll just demonstrate the drive also to all of them. For Jammu, like there was a college who they wanted me to assist them in sending certificates to around 500 students, and their email was an active one. Means in one day they said we can send only 500 emails, and it is the official email. So we cannot send 500 emails to students that day, otherwise our office will stop. So I gave them an idea.
Himaza, can you check your spam folder? Sometimes it may land there in the spam.
Himaja, can you just tell me, like I have just opened this sheet, sir. Did you fill the form? I'm just opening it. Like, did Dr. Himaja has filled the form or not? If yes, can the email ID be shared? No, this is not the faculty development 21 day certificate. This is a certificate that we did for a demo. So these are certificates which won't mean anything. So these are the things like you filled it. Himajaji says you filled it, and if you filled it, so is there a possibility that we?
No, but I don't see the name in the spreadsheet here.
That's what I'm also saying. Like if you filled it, it should be there. You didn't get. I've opened everyone's email IDs here. Can you please check your email IDs which are there? Are they correct? And I'll just check it out from my side also. Whether these are the emails which have gone to all of you, and there's a possibility you got it twice because I ran it twice, so you can ignore that thing for now, otherwise you get only one certificate. So one person hasn't got it. If your email ID is seen here, can you just let me know, then I'll correct it.
What is this on 11.1? In the 11th row, please check DR something. Is this DRPNS math? Is that email correct?
I'll just check it out, sir.
Row 11.
Yeah, there's extra space. I forgot to remove this space. The math has got extra space. That is Dr. Padmanava. So what I'll do now, sir, I have received this correction. Like I did this correction here, means we don't add space or dots are there. We have dots.
No, in email the dot can be there, but no space is allowed.
No space. So for Dr. Padma, you are from Odisha, so we have done this for you, and I'll just do this, and I'll open it, and I will run it again. Autocrat doesn't repeat the sending, so
Yeah,
if there are certain changes,
it will send only those missing ones or
yes,
the
sir,
new
because
one.
the email ID. Yes, sir. Because the email ID was wrong, so by default the machine won't know that it was a wrong one. And there was one more submission, Dr. Sri Lakshmi. Can you see your email ID in this Google form data? Because I remember there were 18 entries and then I stopped it. So if you haven't entered in the Google form, this email will not come to you. But our friends are telling us that yes, the certificates have been received by them. So these are the certificates, my dear friends. We can design them in a better way for sure. And we have designed many certificates. I guess Dr. Sharma knows this thing better because we have designed so many certificates for teachers,
So, okay, Dr. Douglas or Professor Raghu, if you are there.
Sir, I'm here.
Very good.
Really, I am enjoying the lecture.
Sometimes I think you might have gone for evening walk with your mobile.
No. I'm a regular student since my childhood. I am the best boy.
Yes, you are the best boy, but we won't give you certificate.
Best student in high school during my studies. And literacy is one aspect before pre or post independence. And computer literacy is the ultimate in this 21st century, I should tell. And I could see the profession and passion, a blend in Parveen. And because of that only, large amount of inputs have been given to all our participants. Of course, I know him during NIPA workshop 2018. I have been listening to Sharma ji and Parveen ji, and it is a wonderful thing. Today you have done great job, and as usual, we need to practice. And the slogan remains same: educate the educated in 21st century. And you made it, and definitely we will try to practice this. Over to Sharma ji.
Dr. Ranjini, I hope that you have received it when you say Dr. Sadashiv, Dr. Renu, perhaps. Actually, I'm thinking that Himaja is saying not received. Maybe her email ID is not in the database.
I don't have the email ID. Sir.
No, what could have done that when you were, stopping the more receipt of data at that time, she must have failed, but by that time you had already closed the sheet.
I guess, and the submission might not have happened. True.
Yeah,
that.
So
true
the
that.
data did not reach.
It's my bad from this.
Did not reach the.
Dr. Parveen, I need one clarification
Sir,
from
please.
That tool you told about Utter.
Autocrat. Yeah, Utter is the one which is Utter is a smartphone application that I also have in mobile phone.
Yeah.
And
I
can
need
be
one clarification. So suppose I have started reading a textbook, and I am not interested. I wanted to listen. Can I make the whole textbook in the audio visual type of?
I'll show you something. I'll just show you something, sir. I'm just opening and sharing my screen, and this is a very interesting feature in Microsoft Word.
Yes.
I'll just show you. This is MS Word, sir, as you see.
Yeah.
In MS Word, there are commands that you can click and you can listen to, like the text. So MS Word converts things to voice also, but you just need to go to more commands and find out that one from here.
Okay.
So, and then all documents which are in MS Word or text, that is one thing. But if you have the other thing that you are saying, a PDF is there with you. If you have a PDF, then you can open it in that browser and then run that speech add-on that we were mentioning. It is called yes, the name of this tool that we were mentioning was called Read Aloud.
Read aloud. Okay.
Yes, sir. So that is Read Aloud.
The next phase of development is, I'm just thinking, it must be my favorite voice. Suppose I wanted to have, I think I can make it with my favorite voice also.
We can customize the voices. Sir can tell better.
When Dr. Serap was presenting, deep fake, if you make a Google search on deep fake, we will take a sample of your voice, and we will make a video of it with your voice, in which you are promoting all your lecturers to associate professors and associate professors to professors in the university.
That is one aspect. Another important aspect I would like to know. See, in conventional system of giving certificates in the universities, there are several instances where we are coming across fake certificates. And what's about the authenticity of this particular certificates, e-certificates, and how to control them?
No, there are various ways to that. You can put a QR code also into it.
Okay.
That can link to your university or examination branch verification or something.
Yes,
okay.
That is perfect.
Okay.
All like a website link for all the friends. If you want to create QR codes, and then this link which is being dropped for you is the QR code generator website. You give it any web link, it will create a small image. You download it and insert it anywhere you want to.
We can give a demo of it tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because when they see it, it will be easy for them to learn.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So nice of you. Thank you. So nice of you.
Thank you, sir. I have the tutorials are there. I should admit this thing. Certain times, like we don't perform that well on the keys, but tomorrow when they are working, because by looking at the tutorials, by finding out the process and doing the practice, as you also said, the speed can come. So for me, it is natural to do it in 8 or 10 minutes. But for when I was new to it, it also took me. Dr. Sharma knows it pretty well, that we had spent those sleepless nights till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. to decode the autocrat functions and finding out those small errors that we were facing.
What we can suggest to our friends that in the evening, kindly, if you have 2 email IDs, so using one email ID, create and send a certificate to your another email ID, try it and share your experience with us tomorrow. Okay, because this is a practical application. You may need it for your purpose in future. It is a good idea to learn this tool. Okay. So over to you, Professor Raghu or Dr. Douglas, if you are there. Ranjani ji, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I think Douglas is not here. Again, he is in an examination section. And we will close the session for today, and we will have the 16th day session tomorrow at same 4 p.m.
Sure.
Right? Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, Dr. Parveen.
Thank you, sir.